Black Swan, The 12 Lessons of Abandonment Recovery by Susan Anderson. Lesson 8. The little girl is sitting in the corner of the library, pressing her hands upon her heart. She is thinking about the woman's soft flowing skirts and gentle voice. She hopes someone will come today. She has waited a long time to see her beloved Swan. Suddenly, a boy comes into the room with a very determined stride. He is somewhat older and taller than the little girl, and he walks right up next to her. Look out the window. Get away, gestures the little girl with her hand. She's very afraid. I didn't touch you, shouts the boy. She swings her hand, grazing the boy's leg. He shoves a pile of books on the table. They go crashing to the floor beside the little girl. He slams the door on his way out of the room. She begins punching the palm of her hand and feels the knot in her stomach tighten. She waits for the woman to come, waits and worries and hopes. She thinks about other things, but she keeps hearing the boy slam the door in her mind. Finally, she feels the familiar warmth of the woman's hand enclosing hers. Come, precious one, says the woman, as together they meander out the big doors and down through the blooming apple orchard. She can smell the fragrance. Soon, they make their way to the water's edge. The black swan approaches from the horizon, trailed by 2 white swans at a distance. How are you, Amanda? asks the black swan, moving close to the little girl at the shoreline. The little girl looks upon her swan. People are mean to me, she says, her face filled with tears. A boy came by and tried to upset me. And you are very hurt, I see, says the swan. Yes, says the little girl, and I don't know what to do. Have you tried using the golden rule? But I want the boy to stop being mean. The golden rule is not about how people treat you, but how you treat them, Amanda. Suppose the boy is unknowingly drawn to the warmth beginning to flow from your heart. How could he approach you without upsetting you? Well, thinks the little girl, he could just say hello and not look at me in a mean way and just stay away. And he better not stare at me. Then, this is how you must treat him tomorrow. You must say hello, not look at him meanly, and just stay away and not stare at him afterward. But he isn't nice to me. He doesn't deserve it. It's not about what he deserves. It's about following the simple rule of treating others exactly as you like to be treated. But he will still be mean to me, says the little girl. You cannot control how others behave or how they respond to you. You can only let others be who they are, but you can use the golden rule. Nobody cares what I do, cries the little girl. Be the one to care. Try the golden rule on the boy. Treat him as you would like him to treat you. What if I am nice and he is mean to me? Then walk away knowing you lived up to your own idea of how to act with people, says the swan. And if he doesn't do something to make you feel good, then you must do something to make yourself feel good. Go off and experience something that brings you good feelings, something that brings warmth or pleasure. Nothing does, sighs the little girl. Remember when you admitted that you liked apple pie? The little girl nods and smiles, turning her palm upward toward the sun. Practice the golden rule, Amanda, and find things that bring you good feelings. It will help you be with others, he calls, dipping his long neck into the water as he goes.